The TVWAN News is proudly brought to you by
Good evening, I'm Kamila Guare with Friday's News. In this edition, Oktedi Mine Life extended, schools urged to begin classes on time, and Hackery United optimistic to deliver. Oktedi Mining Limited released its 2025 annual results yesterday, announcing a positive year for the company. Despite being a recognized copper mine, Oktedi recorded more production of gold and silver in 2025 than copper. In 2025, Oktedi delivered production results above target, producing over 106,000 tons of copper, 298,350 ounces of gold, and a little over 1 million ounces of silver. These results reflect the company's continued execution of its change in strategic direction over the past 2.5 years, driven by workforce commitment, strong safety performance, and disciplined execution across the entire operation, from pit to port. Despite facing operational challenges during the year, including infrastructure and power disruptions, Oktedi maintained reliable performance through effective planning, executing major projects and shutdowns, and maintaining a strong focus on operational discipline. Oktedi reported unaudited revenue of 9.3 billion kina for the year, underpinned by consistent production, favorable metal prices, and prudent cost management. Highlights for 2025 include the repayment of 178 million kina in taxes, 1.09 billion kina in taxes, 99 million kina in CMCA payments, 37 million kina invested in training, 766 million kina to tax credit scheme, and 1 billion kina in dividends. The company recorded an improvement in its debt management by reducing debt from 709 million kina at the end of 2023 to 370 million kina, including early repayments. Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer Kedi Ilimbit said the 2025 results highlight the strength of the business and its people. He said 2025 has been another exceptional year for Oktedi and reflected the discipline, commitment, and professionalism of the workforce. Building on its strong 2025 results, Oktedi enters 2026 firmly focused on disciplined delivery, ensuring the company continues to operate safely, reliably, innovatively, and sustainably, while delivering lasting value to Papua New Guinea and future generations. Kamila Guare, TVWAN News. The life of Oktedi Mine has been extended by a further 50 years to 2084. Prime Minister James Marape commended the board, management and workforce of Oktedi Mining Limited for the extension, stating this now secures one of PNG's most important national economic assets for future generations.
The announcement now extends the operational life of the Oktedi mine by an additional 50 years, now projected to continue through 2084. Prime Minister James Marape praised the leaders of the OTML board and Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer Kedi Ilimbit, describing the extension as one of the most significant milestones in the country's resource sector history. He says the extension not only promises sustained economic benefits, but also reinforces the importance of responsible resource management in contributing to the nation's long-term prosperity. Meantime, Marape also highlighted OCTED's expanded tax credit scheme, which continues to deliver vital infrastructure across Western Province and the neighboring provinces. Fredimo, TV1 News.
Legacy of colonialism still impacts PNG's legislation and the way land is governed 50 years after independence. This has given rise to complex land issues that the government is working to address, including making amendments to the Land Act. Chairman of the Special Parliamentary Committee on Customary Land and Land Reforms, Keith Iduhu, outlined this during the opening of the Customary Land Seminar on the morning of Thursday, January 22, 2026. Speaking during the first day of the two-day high-level seminar on customary land and human rights at APEC House, Chairman of the Special Parliamentary Committee on Customary Land and Land Reforms, Keith Iduhu, highlighted the issues that were raised during the series of nationwide consultations held in 2025. Iduhu, who is the member for Hiri Koyari, told attendees that 50 years after independence, colonial legacy still impacts PNG's legislation and the way land is governed in the country.
With 97% of land held under traditional ownership or undocumented, indigenous peoples in Papua New Guinea are the custodians of our land, sustaining one of the world's richest reservoirs of biodiversity, primary forest cover, and cultural heritage. However, our beautiful country is also troubled by land-related disputes and violence traceable back to the dispossession and alienation caused by colonial legacy. Through extensive nationwide consultations, we have heard clearly from customary landowners, community leaders, women, youth, and civil society about the challenges they face, including land grabbing, fraudulent transactions, forced evictions, urban drift, and informal settlements.
Iduhu said the extensive regional hearings held in June 2025 also exposed serious gaps in legal protection, enforcement, and access to justice. He highlighted that PNG stands at the development crossroads where the way forward is clear. Land-related violence and corruption need to come to an end, and the rights of indigenous landowners need to be safeguarded to determine their own development priorities. This was why the seminar was organized in partnership with the United Nations Development Programme PNG to deepen the understanding of international human rights standards and their applications on land governance and customary land reform in PNG. Chief Secretary to the government, Ivan Pomaleo, has been appointed to lead an inter-government committee tasked with preparations for the upcoming 2027 national elections. Prime Minister James Marape announced this development during a recent press conference in Port Moresby. The committee will include representatives from the police, the Electoral Commission, and other relevant government agencies to ensure a comprehensive approach to the electoral process.
He will be chair of this intergovernmental committee. Under his watch, you will have electoral commissioner, you have police commissioner, you have defense commander, you have NIO Director General, you have the Attorney General Office, and we also will have other stakeholders.
Papua New Guinea and Australia have strengthened their education partnership ahead of the 2026 school year. Through the Partnership for Improving Education and the National Department of Education, the Back to School campaign is encouraging parents to enroll children at the right age and ensure regular attendance, especially in early grades. Officials say missing school affects learning and long-term success. Acting Assistant Secretary Susan Iroro, says education is the foundation of a brighter future and families must help children start the year ready to learn. The nationwide campaign is delivered through radio, social media, SMS messages, posters, and a back-to-school video featuring parents, teachers, and students. With the 2026 academic year commencing on Monday, 26 January, the Madang Provincial Education Director, Alphonse Igag, is urging all schools within the province to ensure that lessons kick off without delay. This, he said, is to ensure there are no delays in the implementation of lesson plans.
We are hoping and we're praying that the students start on day one, because any day missed is already falling behind. And so once you miss him on discipline or lessons subject, it's gone. You cannot recover that. So, and this plan big issue every year. Schools do not start on day one. Very few schools do that.
According to Mr. Igag, teachers in Madang would have received their postings by December 2025 and should have resumed duties at their respective schools this week. He said there should be no excuses for teachers in Madang as they all have received their leave first on time last year, and he anticipates that they should all have filled in their resumption forms by now. He called on teachers to change attitude and mindset towards teaching and resume work on time.
Issues we are seeing is ignorance, lack of responsibility, ownership, teachers coming with all kinds of excuses to delay.
In addition, Mr. Igag admitted that there may be some issues with appointments of head teachers of some schools in the province, but said his office is working to sort this out.
There are some issues in Madang with some big schools, some secondary schools, appointments of principals is an issue there. Without that, people use their common sense. Just think about the recipients at the end of all this, which are the students. Whatever we're doing with these appointment issues and change of leadership at administrative levels, this does not have a negative bearing on the learning of the students.
Tracy Pa, TVWAN News.
You're watching TVWAN News. After the break, audit of police performance and Lay City prioritizes infrastructure development.
For too long, banking has felt out of reach for many. But now, BSP's One-Took Wallet is here to change that. Send and receive money, pay bills, and top up. It's your money, wherever, whenever. Because at BSP, we are committed to improving how our customers connect to our One-Talks, to our family, to the ones we love. BSP's One-Took Wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# for everyone.
P&G's favorite soft drink now in bottles. GoSport brings you fresh, bold flavors in brand new 500ml bottles. Taste the rainbow. More freshness, more flavor, more fun. Lime, orange, raspberry, and pineapple. Proudly made in P&G. Proudly GoSport.
Long year 2024, 7 pla baby I born one time HIV. HIV I can go long baby long triple rot. Time bel mama I get HIV, long time long carrying baby, na time baby is susu. Tasol yumi can help him bel mama, long look out him baby inside long bell. go quick time long bel mama clinic na kisim antenatal check. Time yumi panim sick HIV ariap o time bel mama i positive pinis, early treatment I can save him baby. Give him baby healthy start long life. Stop him spread long sick HIV eagle long baby. This lutok sawa ikam long National AIDS Council Secretariat.
Always on WhatsApp? Then this is your style of banking with TISA. Check your account balance or even chat with a TISA bank agent. Get started today by following these simple steps. 1. Save TISA Bank's official WhatsApp number in your phone. 2. Open WhatsApp and send a simple hi. 3. Follow the menu to start banking. It's that easy. TISA Bank. Banking on change.
Hold your breath this January.
Tell me everything you saw and what you think it means.
You know the scenes. Now feel every heartbeat again. Alfred Hitchcock, master of suspense. This January, only on Hits Movies.
Welcome back. Police Minister Sir John Pundari has ordered the Royal PNG Constabulary hierarchy to establish an inspectorate body to conduct an internal audit into the performance of police officers around the country.
Taking office as the new Minister for Police, Sir John Pundari says that improving the standards of the police force is one of the key priority areas he intends to improve. A way forward to improving the police standard is to conduct a performance review audit, of which the Police Commissioner, David Manning, was directed to establish an inspectorate body to do this. Sir Pundari said the audit is crucial to identify if police officers are performing to the expectations of the RPNGC and the government.
And why I want it to be properly capacitated is very, very simple. Even if it means that we will work closely with our strategic partners and we get the best into this division, that will be, to my point of view, will be the best approach going forward.
He said the inspectorate will also conduct a financial audit into how funds are utilized, especially at the provincial level. This is because many times the funds allocated to the provincial command centers are not visible to the police commissioner.
To do police performance audits on the back of doing police standards and performance audits unannounced anywhere around the country. They will also have to do financial audits on money that from headquarters you put into the provincial police commands. They will also have to undertake audits on any finances that, for an example, if a PPC receives money from a provincial government, that is money given to the police department for policing works 24/7 in that province. How that money is spent, we want to know. If that money is abused and misused, misapplied, the PPC, as an example, has to be charged.
Other areas the inspectorate will look into include the welfare of policemen and women in the country.
On the welfare of our policemen and women right across the country. When they do audits, they will do audits on housing. If a policeman has a housing, He has the duty as a disciplined policeman to look after that house.
The police minister further called for a report into the key performance indicators and duty statements of police officers. Carol Kidu Jr., TVWAN News.
The Lae City Authority continues to prioritize infrastructure development to improve the quality of life for its citizens. As part of this ongoing commitment, reconstruction work has officially begun on Butibam Road. Dekanai Construction is now on site to begin the upgrade of this vital route, which serves as a major link through a multi-million kina business hub and connects industrial areas to the Lae Back Road.
The Lae City Authority, under the leadership of Open Member and Deputy Prime Minister John Rosso, has continued to support infrastructure and basic services development over the years to help its people have better life. Recently, most all roads in Lae have been reconstructed to improve traffic flow and support business activities. The ongoing upgrade of Butibam Road into a 2-lane concrete road will provide additional width for parking, along with proper drainage, pedestrian footpaths for safety, and solar street lights to improve visibility at night. The upgrade will be carried out in phases, with the current work representing the first stage of the project. Funded by the Lae City Authority through tax revenue, this initiative aligns with the vision to repair all neglected and aging roads in the city. By improving these transport links, the LCA aims to support the continued growth of Lae as the industrial center of Papua New Guinea. While funding constraints mean that not all roads can be fixed at once, the authority is committed to addressing every deteriorated road one by one until the city's infrastructure is fully restored. Michael Tamtipais, TV1 News.
The Department of Works and Highways held a dedication service yesterday to welcome and dedicate the new minister, Peter Siamalili Jr., at the Works headquarters in Port Moresby. Minister Siamalili Jr. was recently appointed in a ministry reshuffle, replacing the late former Minister for Works and Highways, Solan Mirisim, who passed away last year on December 2nd.
Minister Peter Siamalili Jr. arrived at the department accompanied by Works Secretary along with other dignitaries. He was welcomed by traditional dancers from the autonomous region of Bougainville along with departmental staff. Secretary for Works and Highways, Gibson Holemba, welcomed the minister and commented on his request for auxiliary staff to be seated in front to emphasize his principles that everyone in his workplace is equal.
With that, Minister, on behalf of the entire Department of Works and Highways, our 4 regional offices, our 22 provincial offices, the 1,470 staff, Minister, we welcome you to the ministry. Welcome to the mandate of nation building. Blue uniform, you will seem like you are in yellow uniform.
Secretary Holemba briefed the new minister on the department structure, outlining its divisions at the national headquarters, 4 regional offices, and operations across 20 provinces nationwide. He further elaborated on the task ahead and called for the minister's support.
We'll make a start of the next 50 years. Minister. Connect PNG is entering its leadership delivery phase. The phase 1 will be completed at your time of office. You will have to start the next phase, and we will be needing your support, and we are currently doing a review of those programs. We have a national focus on economic recovery, fiscal discipline, and infrastructure-led growth, a generational opportunity to permanently connect all districts of our country by road.
After his deliberation, Secretary Holemba handed over the policies and strategy documents to the minister to support him in parliamentary presentations and responses.
Me no got plenty message long me like give him now long morning, except a few fact that I'm very honored and humbled to lead our country in this organization at this time. This is a year of reset. We are celebrating 50 years from September 16, 2025, and we will not turn yet 51 until we reach 2027, September 15. That is when we cross over to being 51 as a country. And our government is very clear. In the year of reset, 50 years, instead of just a year, we must make decisive reforms.
The program concluded with a prayer led by Mary Barracks chaplain, Captain Henry Otio, who prayed for the minister, his family, and the entire department. Before he prayed, he shared a lesson from the Gospel of Matthew chapter 6, verse 33. Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Frida Kana, TVWAN News.
NCSL Savings and Loans Society is making banking more accessible for working Papua New Guineans by continuing its Saturday branch services in Port Moresby and Lae. With busy work schedules, family commitments, and traffic congestion, many members find it difficult to access financial services during the week. To address this, NCSL introduced Saturday branch operations, an initiative that has grown in popularity since its launch last year. The service began in February at Waigani and Lae Top Town branches. From January 2026, NCSL shifted its Port Moresby Saturday operations from Waigani to the Boroko branch, offering a more central location for members. The Lae Top Town branch continues to provide weekend services. Members can access services every Saturday from 9 a.m. to 12 noon, including loan applications, new memberships, card collection, and account assistance. 2 schools in the Kairuku district are set to benefit from new education funding from the Kairuku District Development Authority aimed at improving learning conditions for young students.
Kivori Early Childhood Learning Center and Kivori Primary School have each received 100,000 kina under the education sector funds, bringing the total assistance to 200,000. The funding was presented on December 19, 2025 by Representatives Ronald Naime and Fred Ume on behalf of the Minister for Energy and Member for Kairuku Open, Peter Namea Isoaimo. The financial support will be used to improve school facilities, purchase teaching materials, and strengthen both early childhood and primary education services within the district. Speaking during the presentation, the representatives highlighted the minister's commitment to education, saying investment in schools is investment in the future of Kairuku and the nation. Isoaimo says education remains his priority, particularly for rural communities facing ongoing challenges in accessing quality education. Teachers, parents, and community members have welcomed the assistance, saying it will positively impact students' learning outcomes. The education sector funds continue to support schools across the Kairuku Open electorate, strengthening education and community development. Carol Kidu Jr., TV1 News.
The Simbu provincial government has honored the late Chief Peter Kuman Kakep in a memorial, recognizing his leadership and lasting contributions to Simbu province and the nation.
Leaders, families, and members of the public gathered at the Simbu provincial government headquarters to honor the late Chief Peter Kuman Kakep.
Administration, and law, office law governor, people are deliberately talking about all leaders, all senior line dialogue in the country of Simbu, who serving in different capacity, lo serving all man, you must give them that decent respect. You know, bro, give him one money cargo or anything. The good things that they did while they are alive, you must share him. So that they may benefit me as an administrator, they may benefit from Narpla leaders or young public servants. So people aspire to be like one of them.
Late Chief Kuman Kakep was a former police officer who entered politics in the early 1980s. He became the first local member for Kundiawa Gembog and later served as Simbu governor from 1987 to 1992. During his time in office, he also served as Minister for Works and Supply, overseeing major road and bridge developments across Simbu's 6 districts.
Kakep, I'm a selfless leader. I'm not sound like a money. I'm so thinking you line. I'm so make sure that you get sleep good, get up good. Now you must come up man simple na stuff. I'm not so making. I'm not so thinking of business. I was thinking business. Mean about the old young man you blood simple stuff. You blow what you mean you blood stuff. You back and go on another level. But it's like I know it's like a man. So Kakep and one blood true leader man and me go.
He created a constitution that power be given to the people of Papua New Guinea.
Though illness later ended his public service, the infrastructure and vision he left behind continue to benefit generations of Simbu people today. Late Chief Peter Kuman Kakep will be remembered as a leader whose legacy helped connect Simbu and strengthen its future. Carol Kidu Jr., TVWAN News.
In finance, the kina closed lower at $0.2341 in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, our kina was buying $0.2266, $0.3280 Australian dollars, €0.1846 and 35.63 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, gold, coffee and cocoa closed higher, while palm oil, crude oil and copper closed the day lower. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed higher, ASX closed higher, and all ordinaries closed higher as well. This is TV1 News. Stay with us. We'll be back with more after these messages.
Banking doesn't have to be complicated. With PSP's OneTalk Wallet, control your money wherever, whenever. Dial *131#, enter your PIN, select cash in or out, and generate a secure code to withdraw cash. It's the only wallet for cardless ATM withdrawals. Send and receive funds, pay for goods and bills, or withdraw cash with ease. All with PSP's OneTalk Wallet. PSP's OneTalk Wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# today.
Axion, the grease stripper, is more powerful than ever before. It is now 100% effective in grease removal. Every concentrated dab is packed with grease and oil stripping power. A breakthrough dishwashing solution. Axion has 100% effective grease stripping power. No oiliness, no bad odor, no struggle. This is the best grease stripping.
Let battle commence. The Betfred World Club Challenge is underway. What an occasion, Kyle Amor. Spine-tingling stuff.
Yeah, good evening, Mark, and good evening to everybody else at home, wherever you are watching around the world.
Win the T20 World Cup after 17 years. This is what you play for. This is what creates memories of some of the greatest players in the game.
Medication time.
This January, the world has gone wild. Chaos, thrills, explosive, and star-studded action.
Man is crazy.
And you're not.
And you're gonna need a crew as nuts as you are.
I'm freaking out.
Survive the madness if you can. January Saturday blockbuster movies, only on Hits Movies.
Mary Cosby is on The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City.
Mary being married to her step-grandfather was the only thing that people could talk about.
You ain't coming back unless you come for me out no dance.
In the eyes of the Faith Temple Church, she is God.
I absolutely believe that Mary and Robert are running a cult.
It's time for people to know the truth.
The Cult of the Real Housewife. Tonight, 7:30 on TLC.
Thanks for staying with us. Turning abroad, the Northern Territory government has opened the first bail accommodation facility for women in Alice Springs today. The government says the housing will come with extra supports to break the cycle of crime and address the root causes of offending, but the service comes at a cost.
A former youth justice facility has had a makeover. This 10-bed facility expected to house 30 women on bail each year.
10 women can come here on bail support to be able to get facilities, have a wraparound service to ensure they can make better decisions as they move forward.
About 60 women were on remand in Alice Springs Prison at the start of last month, after a year of reported overcrowding in the Territory's prison system. It's hoped this new accommodation will free up crowded jail cells.
A lot of women are put into remand and into the watch house and into the jails, not because they're at risk, because they don't have a safe place to stay.
The accommodation is part of the Salvation Army's Open House Women's program.
We're employing a lived experience worker, recognizing the importance of what lived experience brings in this space. We're also employing a family domestic violence practitioner.
The Northern Territory government is spending $7.5 million over 5 years to run this bail accommodation. But it doesn't come without a price tag for the women who'll be staying here. They're required to spend $182 a week for accommodation and pay for food and personal expenses themselves.
All that money gets reinvested back, and on top of that, it actually teaches them a life skill, because when they go back out into the community, the reality is that you will have to pay rent.
The ultimate intention, reducing crime. A hopeful step towards improving individuals and the community.
As Victoria recovers from this month's bushfires and braces for warmer temperatures again, one school community is taking matters into their own hands. In Melbourne's outer suburbs, a determined group of teenagers are teaching others about the importance of being prepared and responding to high-risk conditions.
They may not be CFA captains, but these students are helping lead their school in preparing for bushfire season.
I wrote engaging other peers because that means we can get our voice to other people.
The way that a 12-year-old may react to a bushfire is completely different to a way a 45-year-old may react.
Upwey High School students have learned about what to do on high-risk days and changed how their school plans for bushfires.
This time last year we did 2 fire drills a year. Now we've done 2 in the past 3 or 4 months.
And after learning about fire safety from experts, they're now teaching others.
It was really cool to go home and tell my parents, did you know this? Do we have a plan, a bushfire plan, if there is a bushfire in our area?
Because we know what's going on and how it all works, we can also be of some comfort to other students as well.
The school is surrounded by bushland that makes it prone to fire when there are dangerous conditions. Upwey is among dozens of schools that has to close on catastrophic bushfire days, and the students here say they're well prepared.
Their main reason to start off with was to get out of class, and they're quite open in saying that, but they very quickly got really involved.
Teacher Elizabeth Lynch plans to work with the group and teach fire safety to new students.
Let them develop it. I'm older, and I've got my ideas and I teach, but they can probably communicate their ideas to the students much better than what I can.
I think this really proved that we do know about it and we can have a big impact.
An approach led by students for students.
Aged care experts are calling for new ways to encourage teenagers to work in the sector. Workforce projections show the care economy needs an additional 35,000 workers each year to meet requirements, and industry representatives say they can't just rely on a migrant workforce. At one aged care home, young people are embracing the workplace and lifting spirits.
A makeshift day spa keeps spirits high at this Central Coast nursing home.
Oh, I'm good to her.
Oh, I've died and gone to heaven.
From facials to foot massages.
Now I know your weakness, Betty.
It's all part of leisure activities led by a trio of teenage staff.
I didn't expect to love it as much as I do now. Like, I couldn't ever imagine doing anything else. I feel like I've got 100 grandparents or more. Everyone's just really open to us.
Anything you fancy?
There are almost 500,000 people working in aged care right now, but new care requirements coming out of the Royal Commission and introduced last year means more staff are needed.
Forecasts are to almost double the workforce that we need by 2050, so an additional 400,000 people to come into the aged care sector.
You know, we do need to think outside the box. Tapping into the younger generations, it's an area that, we ought to consider.
Isn't she lovely?
Staff at Uniting have welcomed the younger workers.
Just look into it.
They bring wisdom about technology, they bring fresh ideas.
Teenagers make up a tiny proportion of the aged care workforce, but their impact here is making a real difference.
When Kaylin does bingo, sometimes she calls the wrong numbers and we all have a good laugh at that.
2, 3, kick. It's lovely, they give you cuddles.
And company at a time of need.
A celebrity snake named Lady Gaga is retiring this week after 17 years as a draw card at the Northern Territory Wildlife Park. While staff and visitors are sad to see Lady Gaga go, the albino python is set to enjoy the rest of her days in peace.
Lady Gaga is retiring. Well, this scaly version is anyway.
She's an awesome girl. She's very active, very fun to handle, as you can see. But she's also a boreal, which is a tree snake. So she's quite good at staying up and hanging on to us.
She's the daughter of the first albino carpet python ever found, affectionately named Blondie.
In the wild, these guys would be pretty rare. A normal carpet python like this has got a beautiful, kind of like the dappled shade colours, tans and browns and stuff like that. She wouldn't be able to camouflage very well. So in the wild, she's probably not going to last too long. Something would find her and maybe have a meal.
As a local celebrity, she lives for the applause, providing unique encounters that leave visitors starstruck. Why was she called Lady Gaga?
Because she's blonde and she's fabulous.
After 17 long years of stardom, Lady Gaga is looking forward to a cosy retirement.
So she has a big enclosure and she's just going to live her life doing whatever she wants.
Hopefully she won't be one of those stars that has multiple retirement tours, but we'll see.
Another member of the Blondie family, Rebel Wilson, will be taking her place.
As you can see, she's still very curious about things and she hasn't worked out the whole lights and camera and action and stuff.
Getting her poker face ready for the paparazzi.
And that ends the news segment. Next in sports, Hekari optimistic to deliver good performance and AFL prodigy emerges.
Living in a village? No problem.
No power? No problem. No TV? No problem at all. Now you can watch your favorite sports and entertainment shows right from your phone or tablet. That's right, it's mobile and convenient. So what are you waiting for? Download your Digicel TV app today. Watch TV any place, anywhere, anytime.
New South Wales lead the game.
Oh, that's enormous margin! Digicel TV app, PNG's #1 mobile TV app. Dial *675# or visit my Digicel app to buy your TV plan today.
I've always had a love for food. It's to die for. I let my weight get to this point where everything hurts.
This is going to put you in an early grave. Now I don't want to see you die. I don't want to see you down 40 pounds.
Getting the surgery is my last chance.
Surgery can save lives, but patients with size carry tremendous added risk. We've got a lot of heavy bleeding here.
Dangerously Obese, Mondays 9:30 on TLC.
Have you ever retired a human by mistake?
I've got a plan. I need you ready.
I got this!
Can we talk about dreams?
Take a leap of faith, kid.
A dream within a dream.
You're not real. You're copies of people out here in the world.
I just want to live.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Spotlight on Sci-Fi, Sundays 9 p.m. on Warner TV.
All right, show us your moves.
Give me some music.
Come on.
Which? You run the world! Who run the world? Yes!
Good morning. You're rocking the free world.
I'm so touched.
Mariano! Mariano!
Oh, not that, please. That's my acid. Listen, everyone.
And who are you to order me around, huh?
Answer the question!
Happy New Year, PNG. Enjoy your celebration.
Welcome back. The Papua New Guinea Hekari United FC has regained confidence and the team members are optimistic to deliver a good performance to complete round 1 in the inaugural Oceania Professional Soccer League. This follows their loss to Solomon Kings in their opening match early this week. Hekari head coach Marcos Gusmao said they have learned from their mistakes in the opening fixture and are set to give their best against Tahiti United tomorrow in Auckland.
The PNG side is looking to make the fixture against Tahiti United count with the team, pledging to give their utmost best before returning to PNG for round 2 of the Pro League matches. Head coach Marcos Gusmao assured the media that they are fully ready to unleash their pack to take on Tahiti United. He said they could have done better against Solomon Kings, however, with support from his assistant coach Jerry Allen, both are preparing their players for the game ahead.
I feel the team is in good preparation for the next game. I think the players still continue to training. I think Solomon was a good learning for us. You know, it's a beginning of the competition. I think we have a lot of time, you know, to recover and give and reach good results.
After their loss to Solomon's Kings in the first game, a lot has been emphasized during their trainings to improve on in the coming fixture. Assistant coach Jerry Allen elaborated that discipline in and off the field by the players is paramount to stay in the fight. Allen took Ati Kepo's case as an example for the team's need for discipline throughout the match.
I think we learned a lot in the first game when we play against Solomon Kings. I think the key thing there is discipline. We just need to discipline in our second match because I think we don't discipline enough, and the red card cost us. So I think we go back to the drawing board. We work really hard about what we've learned in the first game, our mistakes, what we need to do as a team, as a group. So I think the key, like I said, mentioned, is discipline, and also we need to score our chances.
The game between Hekari United and Tahiti United will be a tough match as both teams are yet to register a win in the inaugural Oceania Pro League soccer competition. Michael Tamtipais, TV1 Sports.
The battle for the 2026 AgMag Rugby League 9's Tri-Series began its second week of competition today at the Gelegele Resettlement Sports Field. Defending champions Page Park Cowboys, after falling to Rabaul Marist in the final of the first leg of the series, have made a strong statement today by going undefeated in the first two pool matches as they aim to keep their title defense alive.
The Cowboys opened the day with a commanding 34-8 victory over the Apan Lions and followed it up with a close 24-20 win against the Patuki Warriors. In an update on the day's progress, AgMag 9's tournament director Paul Joseph noted that the Page Park Cowboys had registered a second team for the second leg of the series, bringing the total number of participating teams to 16, with 4 teams in each pool. Joseph explained that after today's pool matches, only the top 2 teams from each pool will progress to the playoffs tomorrow, where they will compete in a cross-pool format to determine the 2 grand finalists later in the afternoon. He also mentioned the commencement of the women's competition, where the team at the top of the pool will be declared the winner. The series will culminate at Queen's Park for the grand finale on January 31, with 10,000 kina up for grabs for the ultimate winners, while the runners-up will receive 7,000 kina in the men's competition. For the women, the winning team gets 5,000 and the runner-up 3,500. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
23-year-old Simbu sensation and Port Moresby AFL Gereka Bombers livewire Jeremiah Ben is making an impressive breakthrough in rugby league. His most recent eye-catching performance at the 2025 to 2026 NCD Governors Cup Grand Final, where he led the South City Rams to claim the major silverware, did not go unnoticed. His automatic selection into the Vipers 9 squad for this weekend's Brisbane Premier 9's League is testament to his incredible athleticism and the stamina that he has brought to both AFL and rugby league.
Jeremiah Ben has recently experienced a whirlwind of success, showcasing his incredible talent and skill. In 2025, he helped his AFL club, Gereka Bombers, clinch the POM AFL Premiership. Shortly after, he captained his local rugby league team, Coney Storms, to the inaugural Port Moresby Rugby League Premiership title against the Butterflies. To top it off, he delivered a standout performance in the NCD Governors Cup Grand Final, starting favourites 5-4 Bears and securing the Grand Final glory for his team. Excitement is high as Jeremiah embarks on a journey with the Port Moresby Vipers 9's team to the Gold Coast for the Premier 9's League tournament. He expressed his gratitude and excitement for the opportunity, stating that he's looking forward to the experience.
May recently journey bypass to training role the upcoming Premier League nights. Coming to bypass one opportunity where in the meters of plenty of when I use any of the opportunity. So coming to Islam, we're going to plan. Looking forward to the nights. We prepare me good. So Rabi Surah against him, Zambia people. I mean, former NRL players, black eye, and Bambla good play experience for me. I'm like fancy something for this nights. Me look forward this. We go play. Me look forward to get us for me. What happened in the 90s, we can put in the practice all the years to look forward to get us to the Thank you.
Since joining the team in camp, he's enjoyed great bonding with his teammates who welcomed him with open arms. He emphasized the camaraderie that has developed over the past 5 weeks of training as they work together towards their goals.
People mangi to all open arms, so people mangi all mangi people can mix one time. The vibe was good. People prepare past 5 weeks there was epic. People are putting roll out them, one them, the 9. The vibe was okay.
Jeremiah's rugby league journey started in under-20 for the Cornish Storm in 2020. After trials with several rival clubs, including the Barries, he returned to Cornish Storm in 2025, helping them win their first grand final.
When I played school boys, become second through the AFL Cup, make it switch, become inside under 20 Cornish Storm 2022. Then we lose him about, then we come again 20 league 23 last time. 2023. Then we join the works, come again on second. Being goal Christian and the Damaris, make a final cut. 24, then 25 William is about later funny storms, the PRL League.
After the Gold Coast tour, Jeremiah is committed to the Vipers franchise as he embraces himself for this new opportunity to showcase his rugby skills at the Diesel Action Mobile Cup level if he's given the chance. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
Zach Lomax's bid to return to the NRL has taken a dramatic legal turn, with the Parramatta Eels launching court action following a breakdown in negotiations with both the player and the Melbourne Storm.
The Hills have moved to enforce a contentious contract clause tied to Lomax's conditional release after mediation between the parties failed to produce a resolution earlier this week. The matter is now set to be heard in the New South Wales Supreme Court on Friday afternoon, with all sides pushing for a swift outcome as the 2026 NRL season approaches. Lomax was granted a conditional release from the final 3 years of the Eels contract in November, allowing him to pursue opportunities outside rugby league. However, that release reportedly included a clause stipulating that any return to the NRL would require formal approval from Parramatta, effectively giving the club veto power over where and if Lomax could resume his league career. While Lomax has since reached an agreement with the Storm, Parramatta have so far refused to provide a release, rejecting what is understood to be a normal transfer fee proposed by Melbourne. The Hills argue that clause remains enforceable and protects their contractual interest, while Lomax's camp maintains the restriction is unreasonable given he was already released from his deal. Hills chairman Matthew Beach confirmed the club's decision to take legal action in a club statement. With mediation unsuccessful, the court is now expected to determine whether the conditional release clause is valid and whether Parramatta are within their rights to block Lomax's immediate return to the NRL. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
And now, the weather.
Southern region, Port Moresby, mostly cloudy with rain showers. Popondetta, mostly cloudy with some rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Momase, Lae, cloudy periods with some rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Vanimo, partly cloudy with few rain showers and possible thunderstorms. New Guinea Islands, Lorengau and Boka, partly cloudy with few rain showers. Kimbe, partly cloudy with rain showers and possible thunderstorms. And Highlands region, Mendi, Tari and Wabeg, cloudy periods with rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Oceans forecast, Coral Sea, seas moderate, becoming rough along its northwestern areas with northwest to westerly winds of 15 to 25 knots, increasing to 33 knots at times along its northwestern areas. Solomon Sea, seas smooth with east to northeast winds of 5 to 10 knots. Bismarck Seas, seas slight to moderate with northwest winds of 10 to 20 knots. Pacific Ocean, seas slight with west to northwest winds of 5 to 15 knots. And coastal waters, waters of southern PNG and Indonesian border to Daru, to Kiwai Island, Kerma, Yule Island, Hood Point to Samari Island. Seas 1.5 to 2.5 meters, rising to 3.5 meters along gale warning areas. Waters of Medang to Wewak to Vanimo and northern PNG and Indonesian border, and waters of Manus and its western group of islands, seas 0.5 to 1.5 meters, rising to 2.5 meters.
And that ends the news. From the news team, have a great weekend. Good night.
The TVWAN News was proudly brought to you by
Join Digicel and enjoy the network that rewards you with a whole lot more. Activate a new Digicel prepaid SIM and get 2 gigs data plus 20 minutes free Digicel to Digicel talk for 3 months. Get your first month's reward instantly with no spend required. Spend 30k or more for your rewards in months 2 and 3. So what are you waiting for? Get your new SIM at any Digicel outlet or agent today and enjoy free talk and free data only with Digicel.
Do you want the best? Digicel TV has it all.